Hi, so today I'm going to talk about being intentional about branding. First of all, I just want to congratulate you guys on getting through the first couple weeks of this training. I hope that it's been really helpful for you. We're just giving you a brief snippet of what we learned in the Josh Coates training, The Art of Recruiting, and I would highly recommend it to everyone because it's really opened my eyes to a lot of new things that I hadn't been doing, and has really helped my business grow tremendously just as a result of being in the training. So let us know if you want information on that and how to sign up. It's absolutely worth it. So being intentional about branding. First of all, just want to say that for all of you, we all have big dreams and goals for ourselves, but so often our minds stop us from kind of moving forward. And so I know that you guys all, in your hearts, you have the best of intentions, and I just want to say you need to follow your heart and let your heart lead the way rather than your head, because mentally sometimes we have these roadblocks and they can stop you from reaching your goals. They can stop you from doing the, small daily tasks every single day, like the vital behaviors that are going to ultimately get you to those bigger goals. So it's really important that, your mindset is in a place where you trust the process, you trust, what your heart's telling you, and you just let your heart guide the way. Make sure you're not comparing yourself to others. It's so easy in this business to think like, oh my gosh, well, she started at the same time as I did, and now she's a 15-star diamond, or whatever it is, or she's making more money, or she has more people on her team. And that's only going to hinder you. It's only going to be a big roadblock for you from reaching your goals and getting you to where you want to go. And ultimately, you need to just focus on what your why is and why you're doing this. And deep down, we're doing this because we want to help other people, right? So focus on that and do your best not to compare yourself to anyone else, even in this small group. If you see that things people are doing that they're learning in here is helping them be successful, but for some reason, your success hasn't gone that way yet. It's just a yet. It hasn't gone there yet, but it will get there. And you just have to be consistent. And it's like the compound effect. The small, little, seemingly insignificant tasks end up being very significant tasks and will really just help you and grow your business tremendously. So when I started coaching, I would look at a lot of the top coaches, and I'm sure you guys do the same. So I would follow Melanie Mitro and, Lindsay Matway, and it's easy to get sucked into kind of trying to do what they do. But the whole idea of branding is that you are you, and you stay true to you, and that people figure out who you are based on the things you're posting. So while it's fine to follow top coaches, it's great, and you can get ideas from it, but don't just repost what they're posting. Make it your own, so that you're really showing people who you are, because ultimately people are drawn to you. People, of course, want the products. They want 21 Day Fix. They want Shakeology. But the way you get people in the door, the foot in the door, is how you brand yourself, and the type of person that they see, the brand that they see from your posts gives them an idea of what they can expect from you. And it's the reason they choose you over other people is because they're drawn to you and your brand. So it's critical that you figure out early on what your brand is. And I'm going to help kind of talk about figuring out how to do that. And hopefully this helps for you guys. So you have to figure out who you are. What does it mean to be me? What is my brand? Your brand is your identity. It's who you are. It's genuine. It's authentic. Trying to be someone else is not genuine. It's not authentic. And ultimately, you're not going to be able to connect well with people because they're going to come expecting some other person. And then you'll show them who you are. And it's not that that's a bad thing, but people want to get what they expect. So, you're also going to get your wrong market. So you have a certain market, I'm sure, of people that you feel like you connect best with. And if you're not when you're doing posts or, promoting or talking to people, if you're not being true to yourself, you're not being true to your brand, you're going to attract the wrong people. And ultimately, it'll be more difficult to develop relationships with them. Whereas if you have your brand set and you're intentional about your brand, you're going to get that target market that you want. And again, mindset is everything. So you have to decide that you are as if you're a top coach. So you need to believe 100% that you are making a difference in everyone's lives. I know it's easy in the beginning of coaching to feel like, oh my gosh, I don't even know if I can help anybody. I don't know if I can lead a team. You have a lot of self-doubt, and that's very normal. But I'm telling you, you have to flip the switch, and you have to just say, I can do this. I am making a difference in people's lives. I'm sharing this incredible opportunity with people, whether it's coaching or through challenge packs. But you have to believe in yourself. Otherwise, you'll be stagnant. You won't go anywhere. You're not selling challenge packs. You're not selling Shakeology. You're selling yourself, really. You're selling your story, your transformation, and you're selling the fact that you can help people. And you have to believe in yourselves, because this will come through in the conversations you have. It will show in the posts that you do. Pictures say a lot. You can tell if someone's confident or not in the pictures. And so you have got to figure out a way to believe in yourself and to let this confidence shine through, because people are drawn to confidence. I'm sure that you guys would agree that the reason maybe you reached out to a coach is because you had confidence that they could help you. And if the posts were, wishy-washy, or they were kind of like, yeah, I might be able to help you out, I know that I wouldn't have reached out to a coach that I didn't feel like was confident, or I didn't believe in them because they didn't believe in themselves. You have to, in order to become the type of coach that you want to be, you have to believe first that you are that type of coach. So you need to think, what is your one big goal? Maybe the goal that you think is just crazy, not even reachable. I can assure you any goal is reachable. But what is your, huge, massive goal for this year? Maybe it's 5-star elite. Maybe it's 15-star diamond. Maybe it's 2-star diamond or diamond, whatever it is. But I want you to get in the mindset that you are that coach, because if you can believe in yourself and treat every action that you do and conversation that you have as if you're a top coach, it will help you so much greater. It'll help you do things that you were originally scared to do, but you have to have that belief that you're able to do it. We've been reading the 10X rule course. You guys are too. So awesome. But it really goes back to that you have to be great. You can't be average. You have to set huge goals for yourself. And you have to be in the mindset that you are at that top level. And you have to think, what would those top coaches be doing? How would they be talking to people? How would they be recruiting people? Who would they bringing on their teams? And you just have to go to the next level, the 10X level. And again, this is so evident. You can really tell. I can tell in challengers, for example, when they start believing in themselves and they have confidence. And it shows in what they're posting. It shows in their photos, in how they're saying things in their posts. And the same is true for you. So you just have to figure out a way to believe that you can do great things, that you can achieve those goals that seem crazy to you right now. They're not at all. And you're so capable of achieving those goals. But again, it just comes down to belief and mindset. And confidence, again, it's going to attract other people. It'll instill the belief in others that you're going to be going to big places, that you're going to be able to help them go there with you, whether that's on your team or getting them just personal health and fitness results. And then you have to pay it forward. So you're going to be signing up other people and giving them resources and instilling belief in them. So these are, your challengers and your coaches. You have to help them believe in themselves so that they too can move forward and do the things that they need to do. Believe you have to believe that sharing this opportunity with others is actually changing their life. So for early on as a coach, was nervous to talk to people about the coaching opportunity, for example. I just thought I would be annoying them or bugging them. And all of a sudden I realized, you know what? If I hadn't been introduced to this opportunity, I wouldn't be here. And this opportunity has been so life-changing for me that I feel like it's an absolute disservice not to share it with other people. So if you can get in that mindset too, have the belief that you are only sharing this, because you want to help other people change their lives, the same way yours has been changed by going through a challenge group and becoming a coach. Your brand. So what is your brand? The number one rule is just to be yourself. Again, don't try to be anybody else. People want you and they're attracted to you. There's lots of Beachbody coaches, as you know, and people are drawn to you for a very specific reason. So I played college soccer, and my team actually has a lot of college athletes on it. I went through IVF, and sometimes people don't even know my story, and they will sign up for my challenge group, and I get to know them, or they become a coach on my team, and they've gone through infertility as well. And so I just think that the more you're able to brand yourself and just stay true to who you are is going to be the type of people that you attract. You don't have to market Beachbody. You're just marketing yourself. They do a great job at marketing, but you have to be able to market your brand, who you are, what you have to offer. And ultimately, again, it's going to connect and attract the people that you specifically want to market. So think about what defines you. What are your 5 non-negotiables? Maybe the things you can't live without. Maybe that's family, faith, music, whatever it is, books, reading. Think about those 5 things. And then think about your 3 biggest struggles in life. Maybe what have you overcome in the past? Again, for me, a huge part of mine is infertility. Some people, maybe it's drug addiction or an eating disorder or a bad relationship, but every one of us has a story and has a piece of our life that will help connect us to other people. So, what are you currently working on in your own life or struggling with, perhaps? What is something that's new that's a roadblock? So is that weight goals or debt, relationships, health? Maybe you're struggling with some health issue that's cropped up. So you'll be sharing these with people, and this will be part of your brand. And then what are 2 things that gives you pure and ultimate joy? Like, maybe 2 things that are kind of define you, like singing out loud in the car, or some crazy weird obsession with fixing up old things and restoration. I mean, it's just, the opportunities are endless, but you're going to find out when you think about these things that that's you, and that makes you who you are, and that is your brand. Your brand is what's going to draw your ultimate ideal customer and coach to you. If you have your individual brand figured out, you're going to bring the absolute right people to you. And these are the people you're going to best connect with, best be able to relate to them better and have the best relationships with. So post as if you're posting to yourself. What would you want to hear? What would draw you to you if you weren't already a coach? Because really you want to work with people in your challenge groups and as coaches that are like you, that have similar visions and goals for themselves and passions. What do you feel like you need today? Are you struggling with getting out of bed and working out? So post about that, because there's going to be tons of other people that are struggling with the same thing. Would you benefit from a motivational post? Because you will reach at least one person that needs that too. And when you have your own brand, you'll figure it out, and all of a sudden you'll be like, this is me, because you'll see that the people you're attracting are kind of the same type of person. And you're going to figure out, their joys, their non-negotiables, and it's going to help you just be a better coach and a better leader. You have to be authentic, embrace your differences and your flaws, and just be raw and real and share this with everybody. Be vulnerable, genuine, have integrity, share your faults, struggles, and successes, and be open about this, because that, again, is just going to define you and the type of brand that you are. So one thing you can do is think about someone that simulates your style. Maybe this is a celebrity, a musician, maybe it's another top coach that you have in mind. And I want you to act as if you are them. So step in their shoes and think about, what kind of confidence level would they have? What belief would they have about themselves? Everything that they say and they do, does that shine through? And I want you to act as if you are that person. So everything you do, every action you take, every post that you do, every conversation that you have the mindset of, for example, a top coach. So get yourself in the shoes of someone that is a similar style to you, that you feel like is your brand. Maybe it's your coach, for example. I'm not saying that about me, but, like I was drawn to Danielle McKean, who is my coach, for a very specific reason. We have so much in common. And so a lot of times, like, I think, what would she do? And so I want you to get into that same mindset. Think about, it could be a celebrity though. And would they be worried about what others are going to think about them? When they post, do you think that, they're thinking, oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't post this? No, they have the confidence, they have the belief, that there are these rock star people. And I want you to just act that way, to believe that you are a rock star and you are an amazing coach and you are making such a difference in people's lives. And, you just have to believe that you deserve to be a top coach, if that's what you want, or, be a 5-star elite coach. You have to believe that you can do it. And then you must do the things that those people would do. If you don't take those actions, then you won't get there. You have to do the things that other people are doing and think like they would think. So what is it, that they would be doing for recruiting or personal development? With their challenge groups, perhaps? Are you doing everything that these top coaches would do? Because if ultimately that's your goal, or whatever your goal is in the next level, it doesn't have to be a top coach, but maybe it's, that next step that you're within your business. Maybe it's an income goal. Maybe it's, a rank goal. Maybe it's just growing your team more, whatever it is, helping more people. But you have to think about the people that have done those things before you and what type of actions they would take to get there. So I want you to imagine that you're in those shoes right now, but I want you to think about what your one big, crazy, they say hairy goal is. So that thing that you think would be unreachable, but really isn't. And I want you to pretend that you have achieved that. And I want you to get into the mindset that right now, so my goal, 5-star elite coach. I want to get into the mindset that I am already there. And think about, what do you believe about yourself then? What type of belief do you have in yourself? What is your confidence level? What are you willing to say or do that's different from where you are now? But I want you to pretend that you are already there and see what different actions that you take because of that belief in yourself. And you have to get in this mindset now. You have to believe that you are that coach. That you're amazing, that you can lead and give to others and achieve anything that you set your mind to, because we all believe as coaches that you can do it, and you just have to believe it for yourself. You just share your life, and trust and belief with others, and they'll see it and they'll be inspired by what you're doing. You have to be confident, but remain humble too. There's a fine line, of course. You can't worry about what anyone else thinks about you. You have to believe that you're doing everything with pure intentions. And, that's what sometimes I would worry. Like, I wonder what they're going to think. But I just got to this point where I thought, you know what? All I'm trying to do, like, my biggest goal is to just help people. I want to help people be healthier. I work as a nurse practitioner, and so I see what happens when people don't take care of their health. I see the people with diabetes and heart attacks and heart failure and, that die way too young and high cholesterol and aren't able to run around with their kids. And I just want to help one more person. And so you need to believe that you are capable of helping others, and know that if you're driving and motivation and everything you do, your actions are from a place of pure intentions, that it doesn't matter what other people think, because the right people are going to come to you, and the right people will support you and believe in you too. And it will just help your belief in yourself grow that much more. You know, again, just think about, where would you be if you hadn't been introduced to this opportunity? How different might your life be? And so look at it that way, that every person you're introducing to, you're just trying to help them create a better life for themselves and give them this amazing opportunity that you also think is so amazing. You have to push away any fear and doubt that you have. You have to decide who you want to be and just go for it. You know, post as if you're at that level that you want to achieve. Take pictures like you're doing that. Have conversations, because again, it's gonna shine through in all of these actions that you do, and people are gonna be confident in you if you're showing them that you're confident in yourselves. Another thing about branding that is really important that we want to touch on is just the importance of having a professional look to every social media avenue that you have. So when people go to your page, you know, what do they see? This is really important, because when you first start having a conversation with people, the first thing they're going to do is go to your Facebook page. So you want it to be clean looking. They don't all have to be professional pictures by any means. You know, we're asking you to post at least 4 times a day on social media. So not every single one's going to be this like perfect image. But especially when it comes to like recruiting, for example, you want to have a really nice picture. You don't need a website, you know, until you're ready to get to that level. But you just have to think about, like, when people come to my page, what do they see? And you want your profile picture to be of you and to be a really nice photo, good looking picture. Your cover, and you can get a lot of great ideas on this. You can use PicMonkey to help with this. You know, maybe you have a friend that takes pictures, and you could get just some pictures done, you know, repay them by taking them to dinner or just coffee or whatever it is. But use these for your coaching opportunity posts for sure, and have them be very professional looking. Again, they don't have to be a professional. You don't have to go out and spend tons of money, but you just want, when people come to your page, to think, oh man, this is impressive, you know, and have them represent what your brand is and who you are, and have them be reflective of the type of coach that you are and the type of person that you are. Again, you have to be super intentional. You're posting for challenge groups, the coaching opportunity. What vibe is it that you want to give off? And this is your brand. You know, there's the saying, your vibe is your tribe, and it's so true, because the people that you attract are going to be based on the vibe that you give out, and they end up being people that are often so similar to you. So that's why you just want to stay true to who you are, and be very intentional about branding yourself. Like I said, branding gets people in the door, but doesn't create sales. So you need to make sure that you are doing all the right things in the relationships that you build with them and helping them get results. People are going to judge when they go to your Facebook page. They will, you know, when they hear your story, your results, your conversations with them, they'll go to your page and they'll say, I don't know about this person if, you know, there's just crazy things on there. So just make sure it's professional, and it really will make a difference. So just to recap, the homework is going to be to make sure that you use a profile picture for every social media that you have, you know, whether that's Instagram or Facebook, whatever, your like page / business page on Facebook, that your profile picture is clean, it's good, it's professional looking, that your cover page is as well. Posting every single day like you're that top coach and you're already to that big, huge, hairy goal that you want to be at. You know, believing it, actually believing it, not just saying it, but believing it, and have every action that you take be reflective of that belief in yourself. Conversations and actions must reflect your confidence in yourself. And I tell you what, people are going to see it. They really will. And it's going to make a huge difference in your business. Absolutely. You have to keep doing the fortified behaviors. This is the compound effect that's going to just help you reach those big goals over time. And you have to keep a tight grasp to your why. Why are you doing this? What do you want this business to do for you? And you have to decide that you want it, and that you won't give up, and that you'll just keep pushing until you get there. And you have to believe that you can get to wherever you want to go. Just remember that people are always watching, and they want to make sure that you're consistent. And they want to know that you're the type of person that will help them believe in themselves enough to help them achieve results. And people are going to watch you, and it's the confidence that you portray, the belief in yourself, that's going to help them have the confidence to talk to you, reach out to you, and then hopefully start their own journey. So, there's this quote at my work that runs across my computer screen a lot of times, and it says, "You become what you believe." And I just wanted to end with that because it could not be more true. You have to believe that you are capable of so much greater than where you are right now. That those things that you think are unreachable goals, you have to know that they are reachable. And you have to set those big goals. And you must believe that you will get there. And that belief is going to drive your actions. And those actions will help you become who you want to be and where you want to be in this business. So I hope this is helpful. Please be sure to ask any questions, and I really appreciate you guys all being in this group. I look forward to seeing your profile pictures updated and your cover pages. So thank you so much.